we're doing something different for May. I haven't been cooking for probably about 18 months, right? Off and on, maybe a little bit here and there. So I've decided, Eric and I talked, and the month of May, we're eating staying home, not eating out, and 2 exceptions. One night every month, we have a While You're Waiting Zoom, which is for parents with grief, dealing with loss of a child, and we eat at a restaurant, and then it has a quiet space where we can do our Zoom. Other exception is we have a May birthday. So I had to plan out all the meals for May, and I've never done that, and I'm only doing dinners. So let me show you. Okay, I'm sitting on the bed. Sorry, and of course it hasn't been made. Who cares? Today I don't care. This was my focus for today, and taking care of the kids, of course. So what I did is I took the list. I made a list of everything my kids and my family like, and made sure to have enough meals. I left some places here empty so that I could redo some meals, like taco night and pizza night kind of a thing. Okay, so then I took that and I started to fill in this. So I printed this offline, and I just filled in the numbers. You can tell what I did. All right. So what I did first was focus on the days my husband would not be home. He's actually one of my pickiest eaters. So there are things that the kids and I will eat that he won't. Therefore, I put those on days when I knew he wouldn't be home. Then I looked at my Saturdays, because Saturdays are one of our busiest days of the week, working outside and doing the things we got to get done around here. And I filled in my Saturdays. And I focused on some sheet pan dinners for several reasons. Mainly because it's one pan, so it's easy to clean up, and you throw it in the oven. So that's perfect. Then I focused on my Sundays, because, with church and things, we used to go out to eat, but so I'm like, okay, I got to make sure to focus on what we're going to have for food, but I don't want it to take too long. So then I focused on Sundays. Then I focused on Wednesdays, because it's a busy day for me away from the home. So I wanted to make sure there's something I knew I could make, either prep the night before or pretty easy to throw together. Then I considered Fridays as the day that I'm usually home more than anything. And so, I could have a little bit more time to cook. So that's what I did. And then I filled in, the other days accordingly. So that's kind of what we did. We're going to see how this goes. I planned the whole month, but if you notice, I didn't plan sides for every day. I planned the sides for the week when I'm going to go grocery shopping. So today is actually a grocery shopping day because I waited forever. And with it starting tomorrow, I got to go grocery shopping today. So I went through and decided what sides I would have, right, with every meal. And then I should be going to the grocery store on this day, which then means I can consider the following day's sides. If you see, I put a little tiny mark. See? Those are the days that I am grocery shopping for. And then I'll mark off the other ones. So that's kind of what we're going to do. Oh, no. So then I planned that. Totally forgot to tell you. Then I printed out. These are one of the neat little printouts in our printable homemaker sheets. And I use a Sharpie, fine line Sharpie, and wrote on here what I need to pick up. And I paid attention to what I already had in the home, in the freezers and such. And this is what I have left to get for the next few days of food. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of food. Okay, so that's how that works. We'll go from there. Day 1. Started off rough. So before I left the house this morning, I forgot to put out the hamburger meat. So today was hamburgers, mac and cheese, and watermelon. So they all tasted great. But like I said, I forgot to lay the meat out. So I called Eric, and he set it out for me. And then I wasn't home most of the day because my oldest daughter asked if we could go to the Tangier outlets. And I'm like, sure, we can do that. So then I had to call home at one point and tell my other daughter, could you please start the noodles for the mac and cheese? That way they're ready when I get home. So, but I had a great day and hanging out with my oldest daughter and our 2 littles and shopping. I got some stuff, had some good deals. But, so today was hamburgers, so cheeseburgers, mac and cheese, and watermelon. So, all made from scratch, not the noodles, and I didn't grow the watermelon, but you get my drift. So, hamburgers are not really good. Mac and cheese I thought was really good. There was mixed reactions. It was more of a white mac and cheese, and that doesn't always sit well, but I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of half and half. And then watermelon was, of course, it was actually really good for an early watermelon. But what's great is I have mac and cheese and watermelon left over. It was a huge melon. So that will be lunch tomorrow as well. And I'm not a huge leftover person myself, but there are certain things I can't eat. I can't eat meat leftover, but like mac and cheese, obviously watermelon. So yeah, so now I have lunch for tomorrow, and we managed to have a nice dinner. Now, what I will tell you is the other thing I failed, it's day 1. The other thing I failed to do is plan ahead, because we left after therapy, and Wednesday, the littles get lunch after their therapy out. It's like a treat for they have an hour and a half. And so, and then from there we were going to the outlet, straight from the outlet. So I was like, shoot, I need to eat something too. So I just did grab a small Happy Meal from Burger King. But yeah, so otherwise I think we're off to a pretty decent start, considering it's been a while since I've thought through meals or any of that stuff. So tomorrow's tomorrow's a new day. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. Thanks.